Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Week 1 of the Upsurge UPL R6 League. Of course, we have some amazing matches to present to you tonight. But before we do that, we have to present our beautiful faces. My name, Daniel, the Saved One Mena. Joining me is Jake, JM Beast, Brian. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I am doing absolutely amazing. But these two teams that we're going to be watching here, it's going to be the Croix boys versus Carnage Gaming. Coming into this one, we don't know too much about these teams. Well, what we do know is that JM Beast, he's the captain of our R6 team, also the coach. So I've got to ask you, I got to pick your brain just a little bit because okay. I'm a little bit dumb when it comes to this game. But you obviously are not. So I want to ask, when you don't know too much about a team and you're going into this kind of completely blind, what's one thing that you kind of look for, or multiple things that you look for?
Well, one thing I mainly look for is what kind of maps they ban. Yeah. Whether or not, if they ban like a big map, then they're not really a roam clearing type of team. They like to play more closed off, more together. Or if they pick a big map,
It's okay.
Words are hard.
Yeah.
If they pick a big map, then they're more open to roaming, extending the bomb sites, stuff like that.
Yeah. So we get to watch the map bans in particular, but before we jump into that, give me a little bit of a rundown of the meta, because the R6 Invitational has been going on. All of these different little operator bans and picks have been going back and forth. What's the meta looking like right now?
The meta's kind of all over the place this year.
Yeah.
This year. There's a lot of operators, so I think we just hit 50 operators.
Yeah.
So it opens up the door for a lot of mix and matching. Like G2 yesterday, pulled out Tachanka strat, which no one's, I don't think, seen in a long time. Like, Reddit was going crazy, Twitter was just going absurd.
Exactly.
It was, and they won. Like, it was pretty awesome to watch.
Yeah, so we get to see what operators, what maps are going to be picked back and forth here. But this is a massive opportunity.
It is.
For these teams to really come into this one. It's week 1. It's the first ever game we're going to be watching. So it's going to be really cool to see these guys kind of make a name for themselves. What would be like the best way for these guys to make a name for themselves?
Do something crazy.
Yeah.
Pull out something no one's really seen, like a Tachanka strat or something. Just go ham on a strat and just win it, and that'll be like, and then you can post on Twitter, look what we did and stuff like that. Get all
Flex
that
a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Twitter clout.
There you go. But I do want to jump into the map bans themselves for this first game, so we get to see Carnage Gaming, their bans over on that left-hand side. It's going to be Border, Coastline, and Clubhouse. Tell me a little bit about that.
So, like I was saying kind of before, like a lot of Border, Club, and Coastline are all very destructible maps.
Yeah. So
you can move the map to where you want. There's a lot of vertical play. Like Border is an absurd amount of vertical play. You can buck above a blow sledge from almost, I think, any bomb site, any wall, stuff like that. Coastline's kind of an off-meta map, kind of. There's no really, like, one way to play it, kind of. But, and then Club, it's a very defender-sided map, so.
Yeah. So you got to take that off the board. You don't really like those one-sided ones too much. And I'm kind of happy to see the LaCroix boys and what they've ended up banning out here. I do like Consulate. I will say that. I love watching that map. But I don't like watching Cafe, just because it's a very top-down.
It is.
You know, there's only one way to play this map, is that you go onto the roof, and then you end up going down into the actual place itself.
Yeah.
As well, Villa going to be banned out here, too.
Yeah. So the issue with Cafe, like a lot of people have found recently, is you have to take one room, and then it kind of disperses to the rest of the map. You have to take piano control very early and quickly without losing a lot of players.
Yeah.
And if you fail to do that for 3 of the 4 bomb sites, it's very detrimental to your attack.
Yeah. What about Villa? We know that that's a massive map to really touch on. So quickly touch on that too.
Yeah. Villa is a huge map. There's a lot of counterplay to everything. Like, it's a very counterplay map.
Yeah.
And you don't really see a lot of teams play it that aren't comfortable roaming. It's either a roam or they're drone clearing. They're not really comfortable with.
Right.
So they normally ban that off very quickly.
Yeah, and then the final map that we are going to be touching on is obviously Bank. That's going to be the map that we're going to be playing on here, ladies and gentlemen. So we know a lot, at least even the newer-ish players know this map just because it's in the newcomer set. All right, so talk to me a little bit more about Bank.
This is probably one of the most even maps in the rank pool, right? Or the Pro League pool, I should say, right now. There's 4 biome sites that are all very versatile. the bottom one and the top one are the best.
Yeah.
But if you've been watching Six Invitationals, a lot of teams have been going to the second, the third, and fourth bomb sites, whether that's Archives, Tellers, or Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been very versatile and very eye-opening to see.
Exactly. So we already know what the bans are. We know what the actual map we're going to be playing here is. So we are just going to hop into the actual match itself in just a couple of seconds. But before we do that, Bank is it's a little bit exciting. I always love watching Bank because, of course, like you were just saying, there's so many possibilities as to what these two teams can do, and all of these strats could be coming out. This is kind of like the area of the map that was actually shown on the screen.
That was like the spawn.
Yeah, that's like one of the back areas.
Yeah.
I don't see a team take that all too much, so maybe we could see that here. But let's hop into the actual game itself, into the pick ban phase. So what we see here, Carnage Gaming now has an opportunity to ban out one of the attackers. It's going to be Habana. It's the first ban here.
That's actually a very common ban because there's so many hatches and there's 3 hard destructions now. So having the Habana banned makes the attackers have to think a little bit more on what hatches they're going to open up and which ones they're going to leave shut.
You see in the chat, have fun. Have fun. Good luck.
Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, all of these different little variations. I know they were
Yeah.
kind of just memeing on that a little bit, and I just completely butchered it. But it's fine because
went fast.
Maverick are going to be banned out here.
This is going to be a wild bank.
Yeah,
Having 2 hard breachers
taken off the board.
like Nicky said. Well, in chat.
Exactly.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very defender-sided map. I have a feeling.
Yeah, the only hard breachers that are left are
Thermite.
as well as the guy with the sledge.
Sludge is not a hard breacher.
No?
He's
Okay.
a salt breacher.
Okay, never mind that. He had a hammer and he uses it to break open some doors, so I thought that was a little bit of a hard breach.
Yeah, the sledge, yes.
Yeah.
He only does soft destruction.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
Buck also does soft
yes.
destruction. I'm learning just a little bit more here, but I'm going to stop flexing my muscles. And we see the smoke, as well as the Mira being banned out here for the defenders.
These are some wild bans.
Yeah?
Yeah. Normally you see an Echo or Maestro being banned because
Yeah.
those are very powerful operators, and they're both on the board. So this is going to be very interesting for the defense.
Yeah.
So either it's going to look very well for the Carnage Gaming to go up with a huge lead going into attacking, or the Croix boys are going to have to steal a couple rounds to make sure that they can close out on their defense.
We're looking at a couple of new picks here from what we see. Of course, over on Carnage, they've got some pretty, safe picks.
Yeah.
This would be a little bit more better of a 6th pick over to Ella, which is really cool as well. Redog, does he want to switch from Amaru over to IQ?
100%.
Yeah, he does.
Amaru's not really meta.
Yeah.
She's more of a fun casual
That's why
player.
I was kind of like, I
And
don't know about
the
that
IQ is a must pick with this lineup, having Valkyrie cameras, Maestro cameras, and then the Echo as well, Echo drones.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of information going down to the Carnage side right now.
Yeah, exactly. We get to see all of these drones being thrown out here as well. Where the actual bomb placement's going to be, it's going to be in the basement itself to start out this one. So the attackers, they've got a lot of possibilities as to how they can attack this site itself.
Yes, this is the most common bomb site. It's the easiest to defend, I would say. A lot of teams lately have been holding blue stairs, which we see them doing right here. They're probably going to use the Ella to sit here. It's a very powerful position if you can hold it, but they aren't bringing any hatch denial, so it's going to make it a little interesting because they can just open up the hatch.
Exactly.
But it will also cause the Croix boys to decide if they're going to waste a thermite charge on the hatch instead of somewhere else.
That's what I was going to say, is that's kind of like the win condition that the LaCroix boys are coming into this with, is that they have to use the thermite to their advantage. They don't have 2 hard breachers this time, right?
No, they didn't.
So they've got to come into this one with the thermite, maybe use him to their advantage as well. They've got the Lion. You were talking about Lion a little bit, and you had some strong opinions about this pick.
Don't put me on the spot like that. Everyone knows their thoughts online.
Yeah,
He's gotten better.
our observer Preston absolutely loves this operator. So
I don't know why. Well, I understand why.
okay,
But he's just strong over. Actually, I would say he's gotten a lot better than he used to be.
okay.
They used to they quarantine him for a long time, and when they did it, they made it a lot better.
Yep. You see the Lion is going to be just flashing down this little corridor. There is a player at the bottom of the stairs. A couple of shots going down there. He's going to be knocked down for the time being. Of course, there is still a drone just going to scout out the area. Punky going to take out the first enemy right there.
Wow, that was. I don't know if the Ella should have backed off like that. I think he should have played a little bit more aggressive, especially with that shotgun.
Yeah.
You need to play that. It's a very strong up close because you can spam it very fast. So with him playing such a far distance, he didn't really have much utility. And you see Exy take with a 3-piece before he gets taken out by the Maestro. What a play.
Woo.
Husky going big for his team. Has to clutch out a 1v5 situation.
Yep.
1v3, I should say.
He has already taken out 2 kills, so you're right. In a 1v5, he ended up starting this one. He's on full HP too, so he's completely fine with his scenario right here. The only problem is that the diffuser is going to be going down. Mr. B now has to watch this one out. What angle do they want to take? And they end up getting him. Really nice shots going into the wall before the round itself, just to set up this angle.
Yeah, that was a really good round from the attackers.
For sure.
I blame that. I don't really want to place blame here, but I give that to the Ella mainly because she fell off so early, and they got that opening pick played very well by the Croix boys.
Yeah.
Getting that early pick and then just continuing to steamroll. And who was it? Exy, with that incredible 3-piece to start off the game.
Yeah.
What a way to show up.
Exactly. You got to give credit where credit is due, and definitely the Sophia coming out here on that last site. So we have to see if Saber can actually just, pick himself back up after that one. You were talking about how the round was kind of on him, but you already know the rest of his teammates are saying, you know what, don't worry about it. It's only round number 1. We could very easily come back from this one. It's ultimately 1st to 7, except if there is overtime.
Yes.
Just to give that little bit of information to all of you newer viewers. But right now, LaCroix boys up 1-0 here in round number 2. Drone's going to obviously be going out. But once again, they want to take this bottom floor bomb site, even though it didn't really work for them that first time. Maybe it can work here in round number 2.
Yeah, they made a couple operator change. They brought the Pulse that can call it when they're planning. He more sits in vault. He'll sit in the vault area, and he'll just be able to sit on his scan and call it. And he has the C4 for plant denial, as well as bringing the mute to deny some drones. He can deny walls getting opened. I'm not sure if they're the way he's gonna be used. And he also has a C4 as well that can help with drone denial.
Yeah, you're gonna be you're gonna be placing down his ADSs as well. The Maestro cam's gonna be going out just to try and disrupt any bomb site shenanigans that are going to be going on.
Usually the Maestro's used for just spotting out players, just for communication, but also he can be used to destroy thermite chargers, which it looks like they're trying to do here. They're trying to set them up in weird, awkward positions that the defenders aren't, or the attackers aren't looking for.
Yeah.
To zap it, and then they lose one of the 2 charges.
Exactly. You don't need a Cade or a Bandit if you've just got a Maestro. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
You still need your Cade.
Of course. Of course.
Cade is a great operator.
For sure. We are not seeing it here, which is kind of unfortunate.
It is.
But it's fine, kind of. As Thermite now going to just breach through bottom here. A couple of shots going on to the stairs. Nothing too crazy, but the Thermite going to be obviously running all around these points. Also going to place a breach charge away from his team. Maybe a little bit of a solo mission. The ADS is going to be taken off of the wall there. Ella kind of in a weird position. Does she want to stay here or not? Squash and ends up picking up 2. And Mr. B ends up saying goodnight as he's going to take out Squash as well. And really nice 2-piece going to be coming through. And also another 2-piece coming through for Sway. Ray Dog as well, taking out another one onto Husk as we see Thermite going on a little bit of a solo mission. Evoke as well over on that side, going to be taking out. The drone itself is going to be Muscle. Definitely a weird little bit of scenarios going to be going on. LaCroix boys end up taking this one very, very decisively.
So that looked like to be a full-on back rush. I think they just dropped the elevator hatch and just went for their gunfights. They played the trade very well. They won their trades. The Jaeger of Carnage got a nice 2-piece to start, but he just cut before he got traded out, and then they just continuously got their kills afterwards. It was a very good round from the LaCroix boys.
Yeah, they've got the strats down. They just kind of
Yeah.
need to come together just a little bit more to make it more clean, I think.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, right? They're going 2-for-1s, which is definitely really, really good. Way better than a 1-for-1, or even a
Yes.
1-for-1 would be kind of decent, but still. Tripping over my words. It's fine, though. We see all of the 6 picks going to be coming out here. Carnage. They don't got anything, but they want to substitute here. The Lion for the Ash. What do you think about this one?
It'll be good because the upstairs is very I think window heavy. Sorry.
Yeah.
And people like to put up a lot of barricades and stuff, so the Zofia and the Ash will help take that down. And Thermite and Thatcher look normally to attack the top square skylight, the 2 walls there to open up, and normally that's where the plant goes off.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot in the other site.
Yeah.
It doesn't really see a lot of much planning unless they have full site control and just a roamer left.
Yeah.
It's good. It looks like they're bringing the IQ as well.
Yeah.
I wonder where they're gonna place these Valcams, if they're gonna set one up for a run out
Yeah.
or something like that. It'll be very interesting to see.
Yeah, going to plant one inside of the plant itself, but nothing on the outside just yet. Like you were saying, there could be a really, really good possibility. But they are going to be playing on the top floor here. It's usually a spot that you kind of see secondary to that bottom floor. Didn't really work out for them 2 times in a row, so you got to switch it up.
Yeah, and here the castle, what you see shooting up the top, is to prep it for impact tricking.
Okay.
So what impact tricking is, when the Thermite places his charge,
Yeah.
if you throw the impact at the ceiling, the detonation could, it has a chance of destroying the Thermite charge, stopping it from going off.
Little strat's going to be coming through from our R6 coach, but definitely that was really good. As we see the LaCroix boys, how exactly do they want to approach this top floor setup?
Normally you want to get window control. Oh, big pick going off by Squash, taking out the Ash, which is big utility
Huge.
wasted early.
Mm-hmm.
Very good pick from the dock going off.
Yeah,
That's what they need. They haven't really been getting their picks early enough.
Mm-hmm.
And another one goes out as well onto the IQ. That's big, considering all the Evil Eyes and Valcamps are still up.
Exactly. Really nice little catch there from our observer to catch that first little peek coming through. You were talking about window control. Oh my goodness. Already another kill going to be going across. I didn't even notice that it was a 5v2 now scenario that we're entering into. But LaCroix boys are getting kind of shut down here in round number 3. Found their footing is going to be Carnage as they take down one more member. Double kill going to be going through for Thicky. And now it's Mr. B versus the world here over on the Thermite. We've seen him absolutely pop off. Going to get a really nice headshot over towards that soda machine. Over towards one of those bomb sites. Really nice catch so far. Can he do this is the big question.
It's possible.
Yep.
I've seen crazier things, but
Have you?
it's not looking like in his favor.
No.
There's way too much. Oh, and there it goes.
There you go. That was
Just
a very
as I
simple
said.
shutdown to the analyzation, but a little bit of an opportunity to see Carnage now on another bomb site. They didn't really do too well in the basement. They can't really deal with that top-down pressure, but when you're on the same level and you get a pick, it's very easy.
It is very easy. Here we're going to see them go back downstairs. I wonder what they're going to change. They're bringing the castle, it looks like.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they're going to ditch the Ella, which I think so, and then do more of a roam kind of strategy.
I always love seeing vigils because I feel like a vigil player is kind of like the solo queue player. They
Yes.
love to just be like, you know what, team, you guys got that bomb site. I'm going to go somewhere across the map and just try and get some picks.
Yes. Vigil is a really good operator. Oh, and here comes the Mozzie, which is another good roamer because he can deny a lot of drones.
Oh, yeah.
So, one, they can't go through a doorway without getting their drone destroyed, and two, then they can't see the operator. It makes the roam that much easier to do.
Yeah, I always love seeing Mozzies and all of the drones that he can prevent.
Yes.
You don't really know with the mask on.
Yeah, there's if you look on, they have some skins without him. He looks like Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
Nice little joke. But all of the monitors going to be shut down here as you see the rest of Carnage is going to be setting up for this hold. It's very annoying when an operator walks in front of you as you're trying to.
It is very annoying.
As you're trying to take out some doors. Me and Yeti were playing way back in the day, and I was shooting him constantly. I'm sorry, Yeti, but he's laughing over on the side. It's all good. As round number 4 now going to start, LaCroix boys ended up kind of slipping up there in round number 3, but maybe they can catch themselves in round number 4.
I think with this strat, it looks a lot different from what they were trying earlier.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot more roam. I wouldn't say roam, but like extended bomb site, where it's making the attackers have to use their utility a lot more, where before they literally just bullied the one guy off blue, and then they pushed in the site and got their kills.
Ooh, a really nice initial pick off.
It's a good opening kill onto the Vigil too, the roamer.
Yeah.
This is looking like a very good round for the Croix boys starting off.
Yeah, it's a massive number. The amount of percentage that you actually end up winning if you get the first pick. I know in pro play it's like 80%. Or something crazy like that.
They were saying today it was between 73 and 80%. Whoever gets the first initial pick wins.
Insane. So maybe that can translate over here into the actual UPL itself. Maybe we'll end up seeing that here. Of course, we end up seeing another really nice pick. Kex ends up taking out Muzzle. We know that Muzzle was one of these star players over on this side. Saber as well, being taken or taking out a member. He's still on full HP, which is kind of interesting. One player being knocked down over here by the staircase. This was an area that Carnage kind of struggled with to start off, and you already see the Thatcher trying to take out that area. Not able to find anyone for the time being.
Yeah, it's looking like a very even round, being 3-3. Only losing one roamer, but I'm sure the Mozzie has rotated back down to site now.
Yeah.
They still have lots of utility. They have 2 C4s and the Evil Eye still up. But the Croix boys have the 2 major, the duo, the Thatcher and the Thermite, and then you have the annoying pest of Lion.
Exactly. The one thing I was also noticing is that in a lot of cases, you really have to use your drone effectively.
Yes.
If you're not on your drone constantly setting up something, then the opponents are going to catch you, and you almost saw it right here, the castle. That barricade is what was separating that player on the other side, but the Thatcher's looking okay for the time.
That's what I love about the spectator view is you can see how close opponents really are without knowing. It's great.
Exactly. When you guys were playing last semester, that's the main thing I was looking for is Rapid, stay on this, but
and then he moves.
Exactly. Double kill going to be coming through here for the side of Carnage. Obviously 2 separate players getting both of those kills. Really nice stuff coming through for Carnage Gaming as they are trying to move off of their momentum. A 2v, or at least a 1v3 could be coming through here for these guys. The Thatcher going to be looking through here. A couple of shots going towards that wall, going to be broken. Kind of scaring him just a little bit, but he's keeping his cool. VSB is completely A-okay for the time being. 11 seconds are going to be left. Does he have the diffuser in his hand? I don't think so.
No, he does not.
It's going to be on the bomb site itself. Is he going to be able to get any sort of kills on this bomb site? Answer is going to be no, as Carnage end up defending this one.
It was wow. What a good defense by the Carnage game. They really figured out what they were doing wrong.
Yeah.
And they decided, you know what? Let's ditch the blue. Let's play some castles, make them work around what we want them to play.
Exactly.
And let's just pick them off.
Yeah. Pick by pick is the kind of the name of the game.
Yes.
In a lot of these cases. And now you got to see LaCroix end up change something. They have to change something. That sentence does not make sense. They have to change something over on their side because whatever they got going on is not working. They got the Dokkaebi, and they're hovering it currently. Don't think they're going to be 6-picking this one for the time being. Also looking at the standings here. It's really cool.
Muscle needs to wake up.
Yep. What's he doing?
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He is playing the UMP, which is the worst gun in the game. But if you ask Mr. Canadian, he can still clutch rounds, so can you.
Exactly. So we gotta watch out for the castle here in this round to see if it's gonna do any work. But we got a different bomb site here being displayed. We got on the first floor.
Yeah, we're on the first floor. This is typically the 3rd bomb site.
Yeah.
It's not normally played. I would say it's more the top and bottom, but since they won back-to-back, they have to go to a 3rd site.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they do this, where they're going to be roaming, if they're going to do a top or they're going to do a basement and look to C4 and play. It'll also be interesting where the Croix boys go, if they take just lobby or if they go clear the roamers up top.
Why did the Maestro end up placing his cannon in the spot that he did? It kind of did it behind the desk on that site. Did you see that?
It's mainly just so you can see feet and you can ping.
Okay.
And so like it's a lot harder to destroy.
Yeah.
It just makes things a lot easier.
Yeah.
I
see that camera kind of working in those like clutch scenarios when there's multiple people charging that particular bomb site. And the Mozzie, that drone just going to be coming through. But they all just sneak in through the bottom. Don't want to create any noise. They just want to be going into this bomb site. Just sneaky.
Exactly. Sneaky beaky, like
Yeah.
we like to call it.
CS:GO.
Yeah.
We learned that one.
exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Exactly. But
Oh, late reinforcement going out. Let's see. They're just doing a
Wow.
full-on rush.
Ash going to be getting into this bomb site here. The 3-speed character actually going to be getting taken out. That's unfortunate through all of the stuff. You were saying, Muzzle, you got to step up, and he definitely did that. Thicky ends up going 1-for-1 here. VSB also ends up getting taken out, and Carnage, just like that, squashed with a double kill, and the defenders, Carnage, have won the round.
I think they kind of just got lost there.
Yep.
They just, I think they didn't know what to really attempt.
Yeah.
So they decided, oh, let's just rush site. I don't know exactly what the call was. We don't get to hear comms, sadly.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, like, what the call was there.
Go.
Yeah.
You know?
But I wanted to know, like, what information they had to make the accurate call. But from what I looked, they just kind of didn't know what they were going to push, where the players were.
Yeah.
So they kind of like, you know what, let's just YOLO through sight, and unfortunately, the castle was there to stop it, picking up them 2 kills.
Sometimes castle is, or the YOLO strat is what we're going to be seeing here. Sixpack, obviously, Amaro, not the absolute best operator. Trolling me just a little bit, because low-key, I really like that operator. But the Dokkaebi not really being used there.
Yeah, I think it could have been used a little different there. She could have called before they rushed.
Yep.
Or they could have shot down instead of Upsurge, because the Upsurge is very loud.
Yeah.
So it made a lot more noise than, hey, we're over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of just shooting it down and they think it's any other kind of door getting shot down.
Exactly. Sometimes with the Dokkaebi, you got to take sites a little bit more slowly. And there, definitely did not do that. They ran 4 members into 1 corridor, and they all ended up falling. So
yeah,
definitely not the strat that you want to be pulling out here.
Yeah, that also wasn't the best, running 4 players through 1 door. It doesn't normally work.
Yeah. I can tell that through your analyzation, you were trying so hard not to flame them.
I was.
So
it's just sometimes just watching them, they're like, I don't know if that was the right one.
You basically said, what are these guys doing, in a very long, drawn-out way. But we see Thicky here going to be placing some Valk drones outside of the building just to try and catch anybody. But you see Mr. B just taking this very slowly right on the buck. You got to just send out your drone and try and catch out literally anything. Also, the buck going to be coming through here on the attacking side.
So they're probably going to go underneath to buck the players out of position. Probably get the, I would say mute, but they don't have a mute. Last time they brought one. But probably to get anyone to move. Because the more the defenders can't sit in one spot, the more uncomfortable they are. So it just makes things a lot harder to defend.
Yeah.
When you have to worry about getting your toe shut off.
Ash going to be launching her breach rounds, but yeah, this is exactly what you were talking about. Is that the skeleton key is so incredibly strong in a lot of these scenarios. Can't really find the toes of anybody for the time being, but there is one player up there that is just kind of looking over at these little holes in the ground.
Yeah. Ooh, that's such a nice skin. It's such a nice skin.
It's a complete side note.
Just a sidetracks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But some of these skins, like Black Ice, are just very nice.
We both had the same reaction there.
I was close.
Yep. A couple of shots being thrown over towards that one player. No one going to be taking any damage for the time being. I always love just these slow analytical rounds just because there's just so much time. And as I say that, Muzzle going to get a really nice headshot onto Punky. Start out this round.
Yeah, good pick, taking out the Ash. I don't know if she got a chance to use all of her utility yet, so that's pretty big. And normally the Ash is just a running kind of in the site, but I assumed she would die from the windows because I don't think she had made it into the building just yet. We didn't really see exactly where she was, but here we might see a gunfight between the 2 players on blue stairs.
Who's going to peek first is the name of the game.
Exactly.
Is anyone coming from behind me?
Nope, just a fry. Oh, he sees that. I guess he didn't see the head.
That was weird. He definitely, like, I saw the head.
Yeah.
So I can take that claim to fame, but a couple of more kills being traded back and forth. Cax, as well as Ray Dog, going to get a really nice headshot over here onto the stairs. But a 2v2 scenario going to be coming through. Husk ends up taking out Mr. B, and now we get to see this. A lot more shots going on to Ray Dog. Where is he being shot from is exactly what he's thinking, and also what I was thinking. He was getting shot from a certain angle. We didn't really get to see that one as he's trying to predict into the bomb site itself. 30 seconds are now here on the clock itself. Really nice positional audio going to be coming through as he ended up hearing that one. Thatcher is spotted out. Very low HP versus 2 high health members. What can he do here? Answer is probably nothing, as he's looking into bomb site A. Maybe wants to get something, and he definitely cannot. Carnage, they are on a killing spree. BM going out to the body.
I enjoy those. I always enjoy those things.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't yell too much in the chat, but
Exactly.
that was a great round from both sides,
Huge.
actually. They both played their trades very well. Once one person died, there was someone there every time for the trades, but unluckily for the Croix boys not to be able to pick up the favor of those trades.
They're also going to be switching sides here,
Yes.
right? LaCroix boys now get to go on defense to see how exactly they can do this one. Are they going to pick Warden, my favorite operator?
I think so. Warren actually is pretty useful on blue.
Love
They
this.
might not, but Warren,
No!
just as we say that,
No, I love Warden because he wears a suit, and that's the only reason why.
he does. I love how he runs with his
Yeah.
gun up.
Yeah.
But it is
So
a
great.
pretty good 6-pick. I think
Yeah.
they won the 6-pick.
Oh, yeah.
Because they 6-pick to the Echo, and they don't really have an IQ to find those.
Mm.
Luckily, the Thatcher, but you're probably going to use the Thatchers on getting the hatches and stuff like that. So here we'll see the Ella, like the team before us, play the blue. But I wonder if they're going to use one of the Kaids onto the hatch to make it that much more.
Yeah. And of
Make-
course, sorry.
No, you're good. I kind of paused
You're good.
to make them expend more utility.
There we go. The one thing that I was reading about is that there was a patch that went through, I believe, a while ago.
Yeah.
That Dokkaebi can now take over Echo drones.
Yes, that was in the latest patch.
So maybe that was that little pick going through there, but the Ella drone's gonna be going down.
Yeah, I think so a little bit, but it doesn't usually it doesn't work that much. You don't really get into the position
Yeah.
where the drones are hacked that much because it takes a while. They're more used for the phone calls and her nades.
True.
Like she has a very stacked kit at the moment, being able to take either long gunfights with her DMR or very close encounters with her SMG 12.
I'm more of a spray and pray player myself, so I don't really resonate with Dokkaebi too much, even though I absolutely love her concept. But definitely we get to see now how Muzzle ends up pulling out this character with the MK14 to be in his hand. But let me think here. Carnage, what is really their strat? How exactly do they want to get into the basement? Because Muzzle has been really popping off here, so I think that he kind of wants to lead that forefront.
From the looks of it, I think they're going to do a normal blue take. Yeah, from the way they're bucking above. They're
Yeah.
going to try to get this player off blue, the Ella. It just depends on how fast and how many bodies they can save trying to get this off.
Yeah.
If they can do a 1-for-1 trade or
Huge.
something like that, that'll be huge. But they also got to come into play if they want to use the thermite charge on the hatch or if they're just going to wide swing this guy.
I was thinking, why exactly do you call this blue? And there's just a massive blue light. So I've
It's there's blue stairs, there's spiral stairs, and then there's skylight stairs. Are the
Yeah.
3 calls.
The Ella charge is going to be going out over there, or at least the mine is going to be going over there as she tries to now rush through. You also see the thermite charge going to be going down just to try and disrupt any action that's going to be going on over here on Blue Staircase. There's also one guy right at the top of the staircase, Mr. B. This guy, he's got no fear in himself.
This is the shotgun you want. If he has
Wow.
a shotgun out, that's the shotgun you want to go out to play. If you can get this gun to hit, it is a one-shot down.
Yeah.
But you gotta pray.
Mhm.
That's been the thing going down. You gotta believe in the gun. Ooh, the ADS picking up that nade. They didn't clear it properly.
We'll see if Jesus is on their side as now Muzzle ends up getting a really nice headshot. Now the kills start going back and forth. Saber with a nice headshot onto Mr. B. Mr. B ends up getting a kill for himself. Thicky onto Ray Dog as well. Now a 4v2. And right as we say, when exactly are these guys going to start doing stuff? They really start going. But now it's going to be a 4v2. Can the actual charge do any sort of damage? Are we going to be seeing a Kobe through this wall? Nothing yet, just yet.
Nothing yet. They're gonna play. I think they're gonna play a little passive, try to bait out the plant. They're trying to wait. Oh, that's detrimental.
Yeah, definitely huge, and that's going to be 2. Very easy. Carnage. We were talking about the possibility of LaCroix boys coming back here on attack, and they were kind of looking like it was a possibility. Oh, that was sick. That was cool.
You've been seeing that a lot more. It's a difficult thing to do, is shoot
Mhm.
those C4 midair. But when you get them, they make for a nice highlight reel. especially if you can get a kill before or after it.
Exactly. And now the option for the LaCroix boys is still in this basement. They ended up defending this not perfectly, but Carnage also was kind of in the same scenario where they ended up losing the first 2 rounds here in the basement. So the definition of insanity, ladies and gentlemen.
It is.
We'll see if LaCroix ends up breaking that curse.
Especially with these bans, like, it should not be this attacker-sided right now.
Yep.
Even though Carnage did come out on top defending, it took them 3 rounds. It took them to the 3rd round to finally get their groove on how they're going to defend. And that could be good in this case that they won the 4, or detrimental that now the LaCroix boys can come back and reverse sweep them and win the game.
Could be a possibility. We've seen it time and time again, a.k.a. in the Saints gaming broadcast where they were up 5 and they ended up losing. Not a shot at you guys whatsoever. But
Ow. Ow. That hurt. That one hurt.
If you guys don't know, last season, Saints gaming could have won it, but then they ended up choking when they were 5 up.
We did choke that.
We did.
We did.
You gotta admit it sometimes.
Yeah.
But maybe Carnage will do the exact same. That could be a very fun series to watch. But I'll stop embarrassing you here on the cast. As LaCroix now going to start their defense. They were setting up all of the ADSs as well as all of the Cade charges. But now you get to see the rest of Carnage. What position do they want to take? They've got the Buck as well as the Thermite here. Going to be attacking the exact same bomb site.
I would do what they did last time.
Blue.
It worked.
Exactly.
They got the player off and they won their trades. They opened up the wall with a lot of time left to play with. What LaCroix could do is, excuse me, is not have a player like this. Okay, never mind.
Wow, that almost
okay.
worked.
Never mind.
Kind of worked. Ended up just running in. Ella's a 3-speed?
Ella is a 3-speed.
Okay, good. That's why.
She a fast girl.
Okay, good. Because I was wondering why she was just kind of running so incredibly fast towards, but Saber. Very easy call outs. Hey, there's an Ella alone solo inside of kitchen staff room. Can we take it out? Yes, we can. Saber's gonna go over there and take it out very, very quickly. Definitely not fun.
I don't know about that one.
Me neither.
I don't know about that one, Chief. That
Yeah.
was a questionable call there. I don't know if she forgot to reinforce something or they're trying to change the strap, but that late into prep phase when people like to push this very early and fast.
Yeah. Oh, all across the board, Raid Dog with a nice double kill for himself. You also see Squash looking over towards this side. Thermite versus Squash is kind of what they're starting to peek at here. But there is one more player on the inside. They did not communicate this whatsoever. They kind of went in one after the other. Definitely not what you want to be seeing here, and maybe the caster curse could be a little bit true, as now it's a 2v3. And my numbers mixed up, but it's all good, as Zofia now going to put her drone down into the basement here and just attack this bomb site however she really wants to.
That was a big play by that Jaeger there.
Yep.
To get that 3-piece to pick off the Thermite and the Thatcher, knowing that there's that much wall denial.
Yeah.
Can't get the wall open, and there's still the Echo drones up to deny the plant.
Yep. Echo now going to be attacking this basement here. You see the rest of Carnage just trying to find their picks, and a really nice headshot going to be coming through Punky. And that's going to be it. LaCroix boys,
Yeah.
very, very fast is what ended up happening there. I couldn't even catch my words. But a really nice rush comes through from Carnage to now take the round.
Very, very efficient defense
Wait.
from the LaCroix boys.
LaCroix boys take the round. My bad.
No, yes, they did.
They did.
They did.
My bad. Carnage LaCroix boys, just to update you guys, 5-3 at the end of this round, or at least at the start of round number 9. We'll see if Carnage want to make, get any new picks here. Also, the curse being broken. LaCroix boys ended up taking that basement.
So I guess they got to give them a round to figure out how they're going to be attacking. That's the issue with these kind of, I wouldn't say no-name teams, but like not as well known. There's not like any like videos or anything like that. You don't know how people attack. Whereas most times on Pro League, oh, there's your Amaru.
That's what I'm thinking.
He's happy.
Nope.
Yeah. What? You're not happy?
Just gotta wait. Just kidding. Now I'm happy.
You're happy?
Now I'm happy.
Yeah.
He ended up 6-picking before, or at least one guy did, where he went to Warden. No, it was Warden, and then he waited till the last second and then 6-picked.
It was IQ.
Last second.
Oh, yeah.
Warden switch is what ended up happening. But now we get to see here in round number 9, this all unfold. LaCroix boys, they ended up taking that last round, round number 8, and now we get to see if they can actually make the comeback here. 5 is kind of like the golden number here, so maybe they can definitely do that here as they pop the LaCroix and end up coming into this one.
This is gonna be interesting.
Mm.
I don't know what they're gonna use this Amaru for. I really want to see how this plays out. Whether they're gonna yower through a site or they're gonna wait for the plant. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm concerned.
Yeah.
'Cause I haven't seen her play
Yeah.
in any comp yet, so
Maybe it will do good. Just maybe.
Maybe.
It will do good, but Amaru now going to look for the window that she wants to crawl into. If you guys don't know what Amaru does, then she ends up grappling onto a window and then can get in just like that, as Saber is now going to get his first pick of the match. Going to be placing down a Claymore. It's going to be Muzzle, as maybe there's going to be a player that just grapples all the way down. Maybe it happens. Usually it doesn't, but it's all good, as now Ying going to spot out the Vigil.
they were probably the Claymore there was for when they jump out if someone repels up.
Yeah.
Those are common windows that people jump out. So.
Okay.
Or if they're trying to run away from someone shooting them from the roof, they'll hit the Claymore. But good pick going off onto the Maestro. That means those Evil Eyes are pretty much, well, I wouldn't say they're useless, but they don't move anymore. So
yeah, you can't really shoot anybody with them.
Yeah, or turn them.
Exactly.
You still get the information.
Exactly. So the only thing that they really provide is just a little bit more vision, but in a case like this one, you got to be really, really focused on what's going to be going on. Thermite now going to be using his Thermite charge. This is going to get disrupted in any way, shape, or form. Answer is probably going to be no for the time being. Muzzle ends up getting a really nice kill. Now going to get flashed out. Squash as well. You see the Amaru getting onto the site. Almost puts down the diffuser and doesn't do it. Carnage, the attackers, end up winning this round just like that. Wow.
Did you see Amaru? Did you see that?
What?
She jumped in, got the kill, and almost got the plant down. That was a very nice play.
I couldn't catch it because it happened so fast, but
did.
that's why I got you here.
it was interesting. I don't know if that's what I would have wasted an operator pick on, but they won the round, so I can't really bash them too hard for it. You could have just, repelled in, but it was a good round from Carnage Gaming, being able to flood site like that after getting the wall open.
Sometimes when you're up a certain amount of score and you're very confident in your play, at least on a second floor bomb site, you got to try something every once in a while.
Yeah.
So maybe they wanted to try out the Amaru, and it kind of worked out. Right? She ended up getting a nice pick.
Yeah.
That's kind of all you really need from your operator. Maybe just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe the bomb placement could have been really good, but it's all good. As no, they're not going to be going on to any Amarus today. Going to be picking the IQ. Very standard here on attack as Carnage Gaming. Game point. Match point is what we're going to be seeing here. Can they close this one out, or the core boys end up coming back and take it overtime?
Yeah, it's going to be... I think Carnage has this, not to be biased.
No.
But I think Carnage really has this round. They're looking really strong on their attacks.
Yeah.
The way they're playing their trades very well. The way they're having their drone with the crossfires and stuff. They're looking like a very well-oiled machine right now.
Exactly. What we see out of LaCroix is a very... They've got the skeleton of a decent team, but they don't have the meat. They don't got the actual flesh of the human body.
Yeah.
So we might have to see them come a little bit more into the season. Carnage, they've got the skeleton, they've got the meat, but they don't have the shutdown. Like they don't 7-0 anybody, right? But they ended up slipping just a couple of times, but it's all good because they ended up bringing back the morale of the squad, and they now need to close out this match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good round to watch. Speaking of that, it's only week 1, so there's lots of potential, I would say, for the LaCroix boys to come back and tighten up those little mistakes here and there to win those rounds. Not every team's going to get 7-0s. Even Pro League, there's not a whole lot of 7-0s. There was a couple here and there, but for the most part, it's people figure out the strats after first 3.
You know that a player knows a map when they start pre-firing towards an area, when they enter a room immediately, even if someone is not there. That's the one thing I found that was actually kind of funny.
You learn common spots where people sit, and then you just pre-fire those.
Yeah, Muzzle with a really nice first pick over here on the attacking side. This kind of means that they've already won the round, but LaCroix boys are going to try and prove me wrong. Cassicurs is what we're looking for here. As now Saber, he's kind of the guy to look at because I see his name all the time through the feed. You were also talking about Muzzle early on, but Squash is going to enter through the initial site, and 5-2 is what we end up seeing here. Very late, or very, I guess, in the middle of the round itself, and that's going to be it. Wow, VSB taken out 5v1. The Vigil versus the World. What exactly can he do here? He ends up getting shot up towards one of these sides. Can't really find the enemy, and it's going to be Carnage with a 5-0 flawless round here. Carnage ends up taking the series.
That was a great round for Carnage boys. They came in single-handedly, just wiped everyone. They got that first initial pick and then just kept going.
Yeah.
They got the drone placements were very well done. They knew where everyone was with the pre-fires you were talking about.
Yep.
It was just they were just very well.
Yeah, it was definitely really, really good coming through here. So now we get to break down that game just a little bit, right? You were talking about it a little bit. Out of Carnage Gaming, what did you really, really like out of that squad?
I like their droning.
Yeah.
They droned and pushed things very well. You never saw them. Well, you did a couple times, but you saw them always take gunfights where they had someone around them to get that potential refry, or they had the drone there to keep eyes on that player that got the kill.
Yeah, so we get to see them later on here in the UPL season. They were definitely a team to watch. We got to see how far this team actually ends up going. But we do have a little bit of gameplay to showcase for you guys out of Carnage, as well as the whole entire match itself. As we're going to jump into this one really quickly, we get to see round number 1 kind of unfold, or at least not round number 1, but this is what we were actually talking about. It's kind of play of the game. Play of the game is what we ended up seeing there, and that was just the little play that we ended up going kind of crazy over.
Yeah,
was the
C4 shot.
The C4 shot.
After watching that back, it did hit the ground first, so it kind of did stick.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nuts kill.
Yeah.
Or kill and then shoot the C4, but I think he killed the player before the C4 could have went off, but it was still a good shot.
Exactly.
Good hand-eye coordination.
There we go. We get to see a little bit. We'll see actually in game number 2. I'll introduce that as we actually get into it. But first off, we want to go to a little bit of a break because we need water for our throats, and I bet you guys all need to go get some snacks and all of those fun things. But don't touch that browser. We'll be right back with Upsurge UPL R6 in just a little bit. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Upsurge UPL R6 League. Of course, once again, my name, Daniel the Safe One Man. Joining me is Jake, JM Beast. Brian, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, and I'm excited after that last match. How are you?
I'm doing... Thank you for asking. Not a lot of people ask the play-by-plays how they're doing, so it's definitely really good. But we see two new teams that are going to be coming through here in the UPL. We get some new action from both of these squads. Disrupt Gaming as well as Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, it's going to be a very good game.
Yeah.
They're both very well-known, I would say, in the community. They have a lot of comp experience, whether it's Disrupt in the CCSW and then Disrupt in the Challenger League closed qualifiers. So they both have decent comp skills and probably iron out strats a lot more than I would say the last two teams would.
Exactly. So this is kind of like our matchup to watch.
Yes.
Almost kind of like we were preparing just a little bit with that last match, and now we actually get to see a little bit more better of a match. But I do want to quickly look at the map bans here in this match. Disrupt Gaming, they take out Bank, which we actually ended up seeing, as well as Coastline and Villa.
So like I said earlier, though, like with the droning and the droning and the roaming, it makes it a lot of stress that they have to do. Whether they have to extend the bomb site, they have to roam either on two different floors.
Yeah.
Whereas the clubhouse, like as we can see, that got picked.
Yeah.
It's more of a 2-level type thing. Well, there's 3 levels, but it's more. There's not a lot of roaming. It's more tight of a map.
Exactly. Just for all of the players that are the people watching that didn't actually end up tuning in, you can explain it once again. Slaughterhouse ended up banning out Border as well as Consulate and Cafe. We were touching on Cafe earlier on how I personally don't like watching the map because it's so incredibly one-dimensional, but Consulate and Border as well being taken off.
Consulate is it's a very ranked, I would say ranked heavy style where there's a lot of jump outs, there's a lot of running around that map. There's a lot of flank potential with the 3 staircases.
Of course.
And being able to jump out of almost every window, run out of garage, stuff like that. It makes it for a very wild play style.
Yeah, and then now, last but not least, I think you were just slowly touching on it, but definitely Clubhouse going to be picked here as the main map of the game. Do you know if it's more attack or defender sided?
In NA, from what I've seen, it's a very defender sided.
Yeah.
Whereas you go to EU or Latin America, and it's more of attacker sided. They play it a lot more aggressive than NA, where you get NA like SSG, Rec, and DZ who play it a lot of very aggressive style defense, and it makes it very hard to attack. Yeah,
so we get to see that here and all of the little strats that end up coming out. But overall, what do you think about this? At least in this match, just because we've got two very different play style squads coming into this one. Of course, two really good teams as well. So playing on a map like Clubhouse, do you think that they're going to be playing that more aggressive style, or do you think that the defensive is going to be a little bit more better?
I think it'll be more of a defender-sided, depending on what ways the bans go. If the bans go more of a hard breach, Thatcher kind of ban, then it'll be a defender-sided, whereas if there's 2 hard breaches left on the board, then it'll be more of an attacker side, I have a feeling.
And that's amazing analysis coming from you, JMB. Says we're actually going to look at this very little cinematic as we actually head into the operator ban phase, as well as the big phase soon to come. Let's see what Slaughterhouse want to take off the board here for the attacking side. Of course, they've only got 5 seconds left to do so. What do they want to take off? Maverick. Looking for that. It's going to be the Habana.
0 for 1.
Yeah. Here it could be Maverick.
It could. I don't think so, but Habana's a good play.
Yeah.
It makes the basement hold a lot stronger because getting the kitchen hatch open, you have to actually go onto it. There's the Maverick. So this is going to be a very defender-sided map bans. But back to what I was saying about Habana is you have to actually go and place the thermite charge now, and you can get C4'd from almost everywhere on that.
Yeah. It's definitely never fun for that, at least, to happen, of course, as Echo now going to be taken out here. Do you see more Echo bans still to this day? Okay.
Echo is a very annoying operator.
Yep.
The fact that he can sit in a corner on the other side of the map and win the round without killing anyone makes him a very strong operator. Even with the Dokubi kind of buff/nerf, he's still a very strong operator.
This was the meta that I usually see, is that the Mira Echo banned over on defense.
Yes.
And anything other than that makes me scratch my head just a little bit. But definitely in this level of play, they usually just like to stick to their guts. As now we get to start round number 1 here. Slaughterhouse versus Disrupt. Disrupt going to be on the attacking side. Let's see what they end up picking here. Of course, the Capitao has to be what's on their minds.
Yes. The Capitao helps with the bandit tricking and getting the wall open, but we're going downstairs first, so it'll probably be helpful to cut off rotation, smoke, flame the player out of where they want them, want them to be.
Yeah, you never like getting flamed as a player in any game,
No.
but definitely definitely more so in R6. As now there's 2 different types of flaming. As round number 1 slowly going to digress, or it's going to start. My bad. Slaughterhouse. You see their squad that's going to be coming out here. The Legion, Casual, Vigil, Mozzie, Ella. Tell me about this squad.
I think it's going to be a very for attackers. They have a lot of knowledge. They can't. Drones are going to get caught. Getting Ella gooed or Ella mine is very annoying. Legions are just plain old annoying, and then the castle is
Annoying.
very annoying to run into a castle and not have any utility.
Didn't want to use the same word 3 times,
Yeah.
but sometimes that one word is what exactly is what describes it the best. So there you go. You see Wolfie initially just setting up the defense over on Slaughterhouse. Of course, the Vigil going solo into their own side of the map as well. Nova playing the Mozzie. You always love that little reload animation.
It's to your right. It's to your right, Boop. The drone.
No, we didn't find
You
it.
didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's checking every other place.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate.
So, what this is looking like, this kind of roam style, is going to be looking a lot like SSG.
yeah.
So SSG does this top roam where it makes it very hard to clear out any of the sites. So they have to put all 5 guys upstairs to clear out 2 or 3 guys, and they'll waste a lot of time.
Maybe that will happen.
Maybe, unless
Yeah.
they're just going to hot drop blue and just negate all of that.
Definitely a lot of possibilities for this squad of Disrupt, as we see all of the drones going to be going out. Dope as well with the Capitao. We'll see where exactly she can use the Capitao crossbow to her advantage, as well as C Millionaire might be wanting to go into the basement and then maybe work her way into the basement itself. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how it all works out.
They're definitely have to going to deal with that Vigil, or he is going to be a nuisance to them sitting up here. If only they would spray through the wall at each other.
Maddox now going to be looking into this basement here. Of course, a lot of drones going to be going out. I love how Jamie, I don't know how exactly you pronounce that, but was looking at a certain angle, and I was going to mention that if someone ended up either peeking or roaming out, she could have gotten in. She definitely did. The Thermite going to be picking up the first kill here of the round.
Yeah, that was a good shot, a good opening kill. Pretty early into the round, I would say. It's still early, so that they didn't lose anyone. They got Hatch, second kill going off for Dope Girl onto the Wolfie being the castle. Not a detrimental to the round, whereas he doesn't have. But that's a big kill going up to Dope, having the double kill, picking off the Legion. So no more goo mines. Not before Boot trades her back out.
Yep. Ella now looking for one more shot. Not going to be able to get it. Looking through the hatch there. Fry Queen ended up getting a kill. Nice kill. A nice headshot onto Boop. Now, Nova versus the world. 1v3. So what we see, Fry actually ended up stepping on a Legion mine. Definitely not the best scenario, but Disrupt set up the absolute perfect defense. Fry Queen going to take out her last opponent.
Yeah, that was a great round by Disrupt. They kind of just saw the roam and they're like, you know what? Forget it. We'll just push down blue, kill everyone and plant the bomb.
Dope Girl, Fry Queen leading the top of the charge. Of course, the rest of the squad definitely participated. You don't want to take that away from anyone, but definitely the 2 and 2 kills on each was something that is definitely massive to know. You got to be watching these 2 players as we keep going.
Yes, they're probably 2 of the top players on their team.
Yeah.
They're the 2 fraggers. And what I've just noticed, actually, is JC and Austria are actually a couple. So it's kind of like it's kind of a weird play style to have together. Maybe
there you go.
Maybe some good synergy.
Maybe.
That duo roam.
Exactly. But now, You got to give a little bit of an incentive. If you carry me in this match, I'll cook you some really nice dinner. Either way around.
Ooh.
Either way around.
I like
hey,
that.
listen, I
I'll
make
take
some really
that.
good pasta. All I'm trying to say, but as we head into this one, Mike, don't put your thumbs down. Listen, I like my sauce. Stop this.
I think he's lost the sauce.
He
with
was
this
threatening
banter.
to turn me down. That's basically what was going
Yeah.
on over there. As now we head into round number 2. 30 seconds until this phase, this prep phase ends up going through.
So it looks like they're going to be doing it around the same roam kind of style. Hopefully, they don't forgettable blue this time and kind of cover it a lot more. Because last time they literally just pushed blue and that was kind of it. They didn't have really much of a counter.
Yeah.
So I like to see what they change for that. But for the most part, that round actually wasn't that bad. Maybe not dying so early would be a better strat.
I want to see, actually, does Disrupt end up pushing through dirt here? Because it's a strat that you usually take with a shield character.
Yeah, it's an alright strat. It's kind of more of a basic level strat. You kind of want someone more with a gun.
Yeah.
But it's good for... Oh, here we see... We're going to see anything? No, we're not. I thought he had a punch hole waiting for him there. But
Yeah, Maddox being taken kind of low, but it's fine as Giuni ends up getting a really nice headshot to JC.
first kill again onto the Vigil.
Yeah,
Not having very much luck.
Sometimes one kill is all you need in order to do your work on this squad as Sledge. I'm gonna just break a hole through this door. Just gonna remove the barricade just to see where exactly they can go. Blinking health bars though on Fry as well as Mad.
Yeah, they're very lit up, so that's gonna be something to definitely watch. Ooh,
Oh,
the
just
head!
saw it. No way!
Oh, and gets the spray, but they don't know she's down. And the marsh will go and where they are. See if she's gonna try to finish. Nothing will go out, so she probably will be picked up and back to 20 health.
Yep.
Soft reset going on.
See if they're able to pick up the smoke here. Definitely able to do so. The Sledge, my bad. The Nova, though, going to shotgun her in the back. Maddox ends up falling down. Dope Girl now. Definitely a massive opportunity for her to get into this building and start wrecking havoc with the Capitao crossbow. As well, Boop looking inside of Garage here towards this little entrance into Garage itself. Now looking over towards the staircase. On the outside, where should Boop be looking mostly?
I'd kind of actually get out of Garage.
Yeah.
it's a very non-safe. It's not very a safe place to play.
True.
You can be wallbanged from almost anywhere. But here we see the M10. It's not really played. It used to be in meta
Yeah.
a long time ago in season 4-ish, around year 1, year 2, when there was shotgun meta. You had a bunch of nice shotguns in the game, but it's kind of fallen off now. But every once in a while, you see it come out.
C Millionaire being taken down to half HP, lower than half HP. Capitao also stepping on a couple of goo mines. Definitely not the best scenario for you to be in. Nova with the triple kill going to be coming through here onto Dope Girl. Can he get any more? Nova with the quad. Can he get the ace? Did he? No, he did not. Boop. Secured that last one, and that's when you give your teammate a little bit of smack
Boop.
talk. Yep.
That wasn't nice. Give that man.
Give the man his
Give
ace.
him his ace.
Exactly. Nova went from 1 kill in round number 1, now up to 5, as it looks really, really good on his scoring. But Disrupt kind of choked a little bit there.
Yeah, they kind of lost. They got the early pick, and then they kind of just stalled out a little bit. It seemed like they didn't know exactly what they wanted to push. They tried to do the blue push again,
Yeah.
but it didn't really work out as they were kind of ready for it with the Mozzie sitting there, and as well as having the Legion traps all along that for Dope Girl to hit.
Yeah, definitely a lot of possibilities, like you're saying.
Yeah.
That they can be taking into each of these bomb sites. You want to say something?
We're going up to Cash now, which is probably the most viable bomb site, I would say. This is like the second most played bomb site. A lot of teams either go to Cash first or second. And this one is a very oriented if you can get that wall open.
Yeah.
If you can get the Cash wall open,
Exactly.
then it's a very hard map or site to hold. But if you can keep it closed for a length of time, then you're looking pretty good.
The only reason why I know this map is because of that ledge. So my only indication of this is the garage as well as the ledge. I know those two are really, really high contestants.
Yes.
But we haven't seen Disrupt take any of these routes just yet.
No, you'll see which way they want to push very quickly. It's kind of you either take from Master or you take from Cash.
Yeah.
And if you watched Pro League recently, the Fnatic game, they opened up the wall and they just 5-man rushed through it and won the round. It was wild. Everyone was caught off guard, even the other team. It was a wild attack. It was very interesting to watch though.
Sometimes when you're playing R6, you get a little bit of an itch to play Call of Duty, and that's exactly what they ended up doing in Pro Play. Not going to do it here just yet, as they end up pinging this barricade here into Garage itself. Maybe they heard a little bit of noise come through it. We actually ended up seeing through the wall that there was a player behind the barricade, and nothing came from it. But definitely a scary scenario for you to be in.
It is, yeah.
You know?
And here we'll see if they can actually successfully bandit trick. Normally what people will do is they'll either go underneath or they'll go to that window to try to get the bandit off the wall. It's mostly effective if you go underneath and you either Buck or Sophia underneath, because then you can do damage and you can take them out very effectively.
Could be popping off here is the Buck, as Maddox ends up taking a couple of shots over towards Nova. I believe it was Nova, as he actually is dropping just a little bit low here, or maybe he was shot through somewhere. Yeah, Nova going to now retreat into the basement, or maybe looking inside the basement for any roamers that are around now. A couple of more shots over towards the balcony. Nothing going to be coming through there, as Thermite, not Thermite, maybe Thermite.
Thermite gets the wall open.
Gets the wall open. There we go.
And Bandit falls off. Not taking any damage though, which is good. You want to definitely have full health for the late game. But I wonder if I think she has a C4, which can, where she rotated, will be able to deny plant if she can stay alive underneath to stop that plant. Those evil eyes.
We'll see if it's a possibility. But now both sides taking this very slowly. Right, we haven't seen a round this slow in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
No one actually ends up falling just yet, as now they want to go through the roof. Kind of a safe little clear walkway to go. Might want to go back down a floor just to try and get over to this bomb site. You see Maddox looking for any sort of pick inside of construction. No one currently as well. You see Dope Girl looking inside of this building. It would be really, really nice to get a pick here, as there's 45 seconds left.
So the Bandit did end up shooting the Bandit, or the Thermite, off the wall so that they didn't get it open, which was a very good play by her.
Yeah, I thought you heard the explosion.
Yeah, I was waiting for it and I just didn't hear it. I'm like, okay, I must have shot.
Yep, a lot more shots going down into Cash itself. Nothing really going to be going down. And just as I say that, Maddox ends up getting a really nice headshot onto Austria. But now over in this room, now a 4v3 double kill for Maddox. Can she get just a little bit more? Looking on the outside into Garage. Fry Queen ends up getting out Wolfie. Now with 5 seconds left, into the back. Dope Girl with a really nice shot. C Millionaire now with the C4. Nova looking through here onto this floor, trying to be a nuisance and can't really get the diffuser, at least the person planting down the diffuser, to actually end up falling. But over by the staircase, very easy to disrupt. Dope Girl ends up grabbing 2 kills for herself there at the end of that round.
That was a good play by the planner to bait out the marks so that she couldn't get spam started and then C4'd from above. The mark was a little late, so he didn't have exact information, so he just was guessing at that point.
Exactly.
And he guessed too wrong.
Whenever you watch it in pro play, it always blows my mind. Just knowing that there's a player planting on a certain on a certain site. And if he did it there, would have been really cool. But he didn't. So it's kind of unfortunate. Nova is definitely the player to be watching here in this match, because he's absolutely popping off. He's all over the kill feed whenever you really see him. He ended up getting that quad kill back in round at number 2. But Disrupt, they're showing up. They definitely are. We see a lot of these members. Fry Queen as well as Maddox are definitely 2 players to watch. Dope Girl also had a little bit of a display there in that last match.
Yeah, they were really popping off. And I guess the Twitter is right, with 79% people voting for Disrupt to take this map.
Yeah.
It is early, so things can change. Play styles can be figured out. But I wonder if we're going to see Nova go for a spawn kill here, playing the dog. He's more known as a fragger, not really a support player at this point in time.
Nova wanting to go for something just a little bit more aggressive, and maybe
it might pay off.
It might pay off, definitely. Definitely the Doc is the one to do it just because he can heal himself. You don't know. Maybe Nova will do that here, but nothing just yet. We'll see exactly where he ends up on peeking towards. As now all of the ADSs are going to be going down, as well the bandit traps over towards that cache entrance. As well, Slaughterhouse want to be taking that same defense.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna change here. Whether or not they moved off the Cade for the smoke and the dock, so it'll be interesting to see what they decide that they're going to hold this time instead.
Claymore is going to be going down as well, as only a little bit of time goes down into this round. I love how slowly Disrupt plays this.
Yes, they're
right?
very
They
methodical.
take it methodically, and they don't rush. They don't do anything too crazy. It's just like, all right, we're going to set up for the first two and a half-ish minutes, and then for the last 30, we're going to go absolutely crazy.
Yeah, sometimes it works out. Other times, if one mistake happens, it kind of throws them off, and then you run out of time with just doing those 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like the last round, how they were planning with seconds left in the round.
Yep.
But they got the kills before to ensure that they didn't have anyone besides just the one player underneath.
But that's how you tell that this team is actually really good.
Yeah.
Is that they've got the communication in order to pull off plays like that. They actually end up seeing a player drop down from the ceiling. Nova, which is a little bit of shots. He actually ends up taking a little bit of damage himself, as now he's getting shot even more. Actually ends up getting destroyed. Boop and JC getting really nice headshots to start off this round. The Capitao Dope ends up actually getting really low, and a nice little run out comes out from Boop as he gets a double kill for himself. Now it's the Thatcher as well as the Capitao versus four full health members of Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, there was more of the NA aggression that people like to see again with Boop jumping out, running out of garage. This is more of the rank style coming out in players that we like to see.
Yeah.
It's more entertaining when people are just running out instead of just holding.
Exactly. you gotta get a little bit more confident. I feel like
Yeah.
that's what Slaughterhouse needed.
Yeah.
Of course, it's week one, right? You're in the UPL. It means a little bit or a lot to each of these squads. C Millionaire could be coming up with the clutch. You got a double kill for herself just to start this one off. What angle does she want to take? Because she was looking inside of garage, ended up getting a really nice pick, but now might be wanting to go over towards cash.
She's got to see where the information is, what's open, because I know with the Thermite dying early, not a lot has been opened up, so it limits her option a little bit. But with her rotating like this, besides getting spotted by the camera, she had the active surprise. And now, since she has to open all this stuff up, she's been kind of swatted out.
Might be getting picked off here as the EMPs are all going to be going down. You also see the smoke going to be doing so much damage. The poison gas. Can she get any sort of kill? Going to be running through it. Ends up getting destroyed as Slaughterhouse ends up putting up an absolute slaughter there in that round.
That was a really good round by Slaughterhouse.
Yep.
It felt like they were more working as a team there, covering the runouts, being there for the trades. They felt more like a cohesive unit at the time.
Yeah, 2-2 now is what we end up seeing. The momentum on both sides ends up shifting. Disrupt with the first two rounds, definitely. Slaughterhouse now with the next two rounds. So now we're on to round number 5, and this has to decide what momentum is going to be going on to each side. I feel like Disrupt would love to go onto the defense side being 3-3. Of course, going onto the defense side at being 4-2 would be super, super nice.
It would be very nice in Slaughterhouse's attack if they can go up 4-2.
Yeah.
Because it just makes attacking, you only have to win 3 more rounds.
Exactly.
So you just have to win 3 of the next 6.
Yeah.
Which eases the pressure off a lot more. Whereas if you're Disrupt and you're down 4-2, you got to win the next 7.
Yeah.
You got to almost go flawless.
Obviously, same can be said for both of these
Yes.
squads, right? If you're going up 4-2 into your switching phase, then you got a lot of confidence for yourself, and both can happen. We've seen a lot of potential from both of these squads.
Yes.
Disrupt, there's a lot of star players. Slaughterhouse, kind of the same. We've been seeing JC absolutely pop off over on his front Nova. We've been talking about this player. He got that quad kill. That was kind of it, right? Other than that, he's been playing that roaming role as Mozzie. A roaming Mozzie is kind of scary.
It's very scary, especially when you can't drone him out because he's playing behind his Mozzies. It makes very scary.
As now we head into round number 5. The prep phase all done. It's all secured, as now the action phase is going to be going underway. The last couple of barricades going to be going out. Of course, they're going to be situated. Did you end up seeing where they were?
They're at the basement.
In the basement.
Yeah, they
inside
went
of
back
Church.
down to basement. They're kind of doing the same hold as they normally would. Not very much deviation. I don't think at all. I think it's to the T. So I'd like to see what Disrupt can do now, seeing that it's their third time attacking this kind of setup. What they can do differently to win the round. They won it the first time they saw it, and then kind of got picked apart on the second time. So I'm very interested to see.
Disrupt plays that NA style, the slow game over here on attack, and now going to be busting open this wall as there's actually a lot of shots going down towards the bar area. Currently, from what we see, no kills going back and forth. Also, no damage being taken by anyone, but the roaming Capital is what we end up seeing over from Dope. She was an absolute monster to watch. If you ever see her flank, gotta watch out.
Yeah,
because she's insane.
She is a very, very good player. Here I'd like to see kind of someone come and support either Jay or have Jay rotate down, as he doesn't really seem to have a lot of help in the position he is playing. He's kind of there left to die, especially when that Capito gets opened. Yeah.
There it is. You called it. You called it, and it happened at that exact time. Cry Queen, a lot of damage onto Jay. Jay being taken down to almost half HP. That Vigil was going to be the roamer of this match, but now he's holding a completely new, different angle. Junie coming out with her secret strat of the first kill, and that's really it.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, if you get your Thermite getting the opening pick most of the time, then I'm okay with that.
Maddox picking up a nice kill for herself as well onto Wolfie. Wolfie being that player. I gotta look at the actual kill feed itself to see how many kills he actually ends up having. It's all good though, as now we see 2 more kills being taken off. Slaughterhouse ends up trading members here, as now it's a 3v3.
Yeah, it's a good round going into 45 seconds with having a 3v3, not before Astra getting taken out by the Thermite, making it a 3v2, and Plant goes down. I don't think they're in any position to stop her. Does not look like.
There we go.
So this is going to be a very tough sight as she gets saw out. Not being able to finish her kill, but it makes retake a lot harder.
Flashbang going to be going out into the back left corner, and JC did not get flash boop. Now you see C Millionaire in the clutch scenario that she's usually in. A lot of shots being taken over towards this bomb site. Not able to do it as JC gets a triple kill for himself and ends up defusing this bomb. Definitely really nice work coming up from the Vigil.
That was a very nice flank from the Vigil. Being able to stay alive after being pressured the entire round, it made it more of a, what's the word, like decent roam. Like his roam was time wasting. He wasted a lot of utility. He used up a bunch of Zofia stuns and impacts, and then to come at the end and be able to trade out the Jaeger for the win.
What I love there is that Disrupt came this close. You know, like obviously you guys can't see me, but it's, you know, I'm putting my fingers really close together, because Disrupt, they were kind of on this little down spree.
Yeah.
Little tilt spree, as some of us call it, because they ended up losing 2 rounds in a row. And, of course, they lost that 3rd round, but it was just so incredibly close.
It was a very close round. I like how they just kind of ignored the roamer.
Yep.
Like, we're just going to hold you here, and then we're just going to push main stairs.
Yeah.
And then they won their gunfights when needed to, and they got the plant down. Incredible play by the Thermite to get the frag and then the plant.
Yeah.
But they just had to stay alive a little bit longer.
You get to see if the Thermite can now do the exact same work that she ended up doing before, because the double kill was insane, right?
It was.
She was known as that player that only gets the first kill, and that's kind of it. But she was being a little bit more of a support to her team and got a lot more. So it's definitely really good. We'll see the consistency coming through, hopefully here in this round, or Slaughterhouse. You know, we'll go into that switching round onto attack 4-2. We'll see what ends up happening here at the end of this round, but the prep phase is going to be going down here in round number 6.
I think if Disrupt can win this round, they have a very, very good chance of taking this map. Going into it with that advantage, and I mean, it looks like it's a defender-sided, but the way they're playing, it's more of attacker-sided, so it'll be interesting to see when we switch rounds. But let's talk about this round.
Exactly. This round is what we're mainly focused on. Nothing, no real strats being switched up by either of these squads. I absolutely love watching the smoke. Because usually watching smoke means that you have kind of like your later round stalling potential.
Yes.
You saw it just a little bit actually onto Dope Girl. Dope Girl, where she just had to run inside the smoke.
Yeah, smoke is a very good at denying plants and pushes.
Yep.
Because with 3 smoke canisters, you can deny up to 30 seconds.
So much.
Each canister lasts about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it does 6 health every second you're in the smoke. So it's very devastating if you get caught in it.
Once again, another slow start being placed down here from the rest of Disrupt. As Slaughterhouse now also wants to take their own time and just chill out for a little bit. As we're going to get into this one, very close to any action happening. I like Wolfie's positioning here. Just little. Me and Colin used to call it pixels.
They are pixels.
Yeah, this is what we end up seeing. And every one of these little opportunities, you could catch the pixel of an enemy player. Does so much damage, but hopefully not able to do so on either side. You also see Jayui. I'm trying to pronounce her name.
I still don't know about that one.
You know, I said Jayuni, but there's no N. So
Joani?
yeah,
Maybe.
something like that. Thermite.
We'll have to ask her on Twitter later.
Exactly. Thermite now going to be setting up, but also taking just a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
You never want to be seeing that, but no real kills coming out just yet as the run out now from the enemy player. Slaughter, the Jaeger, going to be just slowly waddling out onto the outside. Nova also with a really nice kill onto Fry Queen. Going to be going down here as now 55 seconds left here in the round itself with no real picks going on to Slaughterhouse, but they are the ones getting the picks onto the enemy squad, and they're just going to fall in an absolute insane round, a flawless round. Nevertheless, going to be coming through here from Slaughterhouse.
That was a very aggressive kind of hold with the Jaeger being able to run out. Oof. That's an oof.
Yeah, that's an oof.
I think he needs to put the ACOG on. But, back to the train of thought.
Right.
But they did play very aggressive when they needed to be. They didn't let Disrupt take any map control that they didn't want them to have.
Yeah.
Like, they let them into cash a little bit, but that's after they lost 2 players to it and didn't have enough to fully commit to that cash push.
Amaru, going to be hovered. I'm not going to say locked in just yet.
It's getting 6th. And there it goes.
Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Stop this.
You saw it once. You saw it once. It's more than I've seen it.
You're right. Slaughterhouse. I'm being a little bit too greedy. My bad, JMB. I'm being greedy. Slaughterhouse Disrupt now going to be swapping sides. 4-2 is what Slaughterhouse is taking into this one. Round number 7 as 40 seconds now digresses into this prep phase. What exactly are we going to be seeing? Dope Girl actually blasting open this wall here.
This is a little bit different, a little off meta of a site pick. Most teams don't go to gym first, so they must have something a little bit up their sleeve on how to play it. You'll see the castle kind of go out to deny them from being able to stop the bandit tricking at the wall open, but there is other ways. With Thatcher being on board, it makes it a lot easier. So it'll be interesting to see where they do with these belt cams.
Yeah. One thing I always watch out for is that if you're holding a site that's a little bit less meta for you to do first, you're kind of getting that map out of the way. Or that site out of the way.
Yes, I agree. But also at the other times, like that this side is, with the operators increased, it makes it a little bit easier, but also still very tough to hold.
True.
Because there's just so much you have to extend. Like most teams have to extend into cash to make that roaming potential to deny them just literally surrounding you and just picking you off one by one.
Disrupt are said to be the underdogs in this round because of the bomb site that they ended up choosing. We'll see if that is true at the end of this one. But now we see that top-down view going down as Buck ends up destroying some of that soft breach. It's kind of unfortunate that you can't really patch up those those top hatches, of course. But so many possibilities for Slaughterhouse to take as you see them kind of all spread out across this building.
Yeah. First frag goes out to Boop onto Juani. Giovanni, is that how we're pronouncing it for the day?
Jay.
But Jay. But not before Dope Girl gets the refrag onto Nova, making it a 4v4.
Exactly. 4v4 is what we end up seeing. Sure.
But she was at the... She's been trading very nice play on the Thatcher to open up and get rid of that Evil Eye. But not before Maddox takes out Boop to make it a 3v4 situation.
Yep, a lot of shots being taken towards this wall just to see if they can get any flare through it. It looks like he's kind of destroying his own teammate. There is one person, Maddox, gonna be just crouching, going full on prone versus a vent. But now JC ends up getting a really nice headshot onto C Millionaire. Now with the 2v3, and there's been a lot of cases where Disrupt have tried to come back from a, or have tried to clutch this one out, and they're not going to be able to do it, at least for the time being. Now Fry on full HP, Fry Queen, playing that Valk with my favorite weapon, the MPX, here.
The pea shooter, as people like to call it.
Yeah. This is the weapon that doesn't have too much recoil, right?
It doesn't have a lot of recoil, but it doesn't hit hard at all.
Yeah.
Like, you have to hit, I think it's 3 or 4 shots to actually kill someone.
Yeah.
Which makes it really hard.
Oh, nice little flick gonna be coming through as Fry Queen. A nice headshot. Also, the C4 gonna be going towards that bomb site. Not gonna be getting anybody for the time being, as now she looks into the left room. Doesn't look for anybody over there. No one is actually in that room, as now the bomb is on half, or at least the diffuser is on half. As she's gotta be doing something here on Valk in order to get into this room. Not going to be getting anybody for the time being. Now just looking for a couple of more picks, as I don't think she actually has the time available for herself now with the run out. Unfortunate, as now Slaughterhouse has taken the round.
Yeah, that was a good round by Slaughterhouse to really deny the roam from Disrupt and to take out all visibility, like all information. They had the one Evil Eye, but that didn't seem to be enough information insight for the 1v5. Or 4, I should say.
Yeah.
So it was a good round, I think, really for Slaughterhouse to really pinch those operators.
Slaughterhouse on the grasp of potentially going to match point here. All they got to do is win this one, and they are right there. But you've got Disrupt, who has been trying so many different strats, and maybe the Rook Cade could be doing it here.
It could. You know, the Rook is... kind of, most people like the Dock instead of the Rook. Same gun, same equipment, but instead of dying, you get put into a down but not out stage.
Yeah.
So you can be revived, which sometimes works, but a lot of time if you're in a gunfight, you're gonna die anyway. So.
Just get your armor.
Yeah.
Is what she's telling the rest of her team here, as definitely the pocket pick Rook is what we could be seeing. Of course, Rook, he has the. It's got the P90, but the P90 not really a great weapon.
No, it's not.
Sadly, I love the P90 in CS:GO.
We more call it the meme 90 in this game. It's a lot of time when people are memeing around in casual or ranked, they use the P90.
That's great.
The MP5 is just, it hits hard. You have the ACOG, whereas in the other gun, well, no, you have it for the P90, but it's just a lot better. It's probably one of the strongest guns in defense.
Yeah. Now, finally, the prep phase is over. Action phase now going to start here, as C Millionaire going to pick up her body armor, but also you see Wolfie on the Thatcher, as well as JC on the 3-speed Ash. Is he going to be running into any of these sites with not fear? It's a determination.
Most likely.
Determination in his eyes.
Most likely.
Yeah.
But no fear as well.
Yeah.
That's more the Ash's job, is to literally just run into sight, try to get a kill. If not, that's your job.
Yep. That's your job. So you have one objective. We'll see if Jay can end up doing that here, as the rest of Disrupt now need to find their footing, as they are on a 5-game loss spree. So the momentum from Slaughterhouse is really coming through. So Disrupt, they've got to do something here. They've got to find their picks. Maybe the Rook is the option.
Maybe, but this is almost do or die situation for Disrupt at this point. So they need to come out here, just disrupt the flow of
got him
of Slaughterhouse.
Sorry. I'm sorry for our viewers.
Yeah, I apologize. Not really.
I said it earlier. I said Slaughterhouse going to absolutely slaughter their opponents. So you're safe. You're safe. Casters are allowed one cringe phrase per game, and that was ours.
Okay. Not before Jay takes out Boop
There
as
you
the
go.
Jagger, playing very aggressive. on those metal stairs there.
Yeah, being taken down to very low HP. Also, the Valk being taken down to half. A lot of these members on Disrupt are actually very low. I look over at the top bar, and you see blinking health bars on the Bandit as well as Jay.
That's scary. It's scary being low health, being 1 or 2 shots away from death.
Yeah.
Just having to sit on cam duty.
Looking over toward... Yeah, cam duty is never fun.
No, it's not.
I experienced that a lot because I'm not that great at this game, but it's all good as Maddox is usually that player to really revive her team, kind of bring that morale up a little bit as now Nova going to take out Fry Queen with the Valk on half HP as well. JC playing a very defensive game on Ashe, which is kind of surprising, but ends up running through. The Buck now going to run through. Ends up getting himself a double kill. Now looking over towards this. The frag going to be going up towards the top. Really nice as Jay going to now run in and get the headshot onto Dope Girl. I thought that was awesome. The ADS almost saved her, but was not enough to do it. Now, 2v4 scenario. 2 blinking health bars versus the world is what we end up seeing over here on Disrupt. Could she go for a peek and end up getting any sort of picks over towards this bomb site? Answer so far is going to be no. Wolfie now. 1v4 scenario. Unfortunate. Slaughterhouse end up taking out their opponent. See, Millionaire actually ended up getting a pick, but it wasn't enough.
That was a very good round from Slaughterhouse. They came in and they played their pinches very, very affirmative, I would say. Like, they had the Buck wide swing the guy in garage while the Ashe hold metal, the rafters, and then they pushed together, throwing the nade to get her to move, and then picking her off with the Ashe as well.
Dope Girl saying that Rook was the correct pick here.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think she's sticking to her gun. She wants that ACOG.
That's it, dude. Sometimes the ACOG makes the difference, but over on Slaughterhouse, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Jay playing a little bit more of a defensive Ashe, actually.
Yeah.
You know?
Depends. It a lot depends on what's needed of the Ashe. Like, I know sometimes I have an Ashe watching a flank. I know it's very annoying to play against, but sometimes that's just the operator that is needed to hold that angle and just wait until their utility needs to be pushed out to destroy a wall or a castle barricade.
Yeah.
But here you need to see, I think, what I'd like to see from Disrupt is more footholds and stuff from either underneath or stuff between the cache and the cache site so that they can throw their C4s. They don't really have a lot of denial besides just gunning.
Yep. Run and gun.
Yeah.
Call of Duty style is the name of the game here for this squad, but we'll see if they can close this one out. This is a big name here in this match point round. Can Slaughterhouse close this one out? Or is Disrupt going to be able to come back at least by 1 more point? Slow but steady is the name of the game for Disrupt. And they've been playing that so much over here on defenses. Now, we see potentially the final action phase coming through here for Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, here we see Jay coming in from kind of a different angle, going through strip this time. Maybe he's going to rush through.
Yeah.
I'd like to see this.
He's going.
He is. He's shift W in this, but he's going to have his first encounter.
Oh!
Speaking of first encounters, Fry Queen taking out Jay. I think he needed a drone there.
Ooh.
Not before the Jaeger taken out. Boop. Disrupt going up 5-3 within the first 40 seconds of the game.
What is going on? Slaughterhouse. Nerves kind of getting to them a little bit.
I think they got a little too overconfident there.
Maybe.
They weren't droning. Like, I would have loved to see a drone in front of Jay there to call out the Valk sitting there, instead of him just walking blindly into it. And same with the guy on New Blue, reverse repelling into the Jaeger's crosshairs.
Right now, it's written that Disrupt should be able to close out this round. However, Slaughterhouse have definitely proven us wrong in a lot of these cases. Now looking inside of Cash, the thermite charge going to
That's a come on.
Be disrupted. Oh no, the run out. Jay.
No, I think that was a team kill. Yeah, that was
really?
Yeah. G team killed him there.
Why?
Because he didn't do what he was supposed to. He didn't do his job.
That's not fun.
No,
4v2.
it was very mean, but
yeah.
that's what happens when you don't get when you don't do your thatches correctly.
Maybe they're yelling at each other in comms.
I don't know about yelling, but I think that was a
Dude.
do what I say.
Yeah. Do what I say. No, I don't want to. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, now you're gonna.
Oh, now
That just ruins.
This is where you stop mid-revive and just...
Yeah, and just troll them, and he's gonna die.
Wolfie just, I guess that's what you kind of call inting in R6.
I guess so.
Kind of. Now, in a 1v4 scenario, it's my job as the play-by-play to say, can he do it? Is the big question for this Thermite player. Astraea. Something like that. Looking inside here, going to be taking a couple of shots. Not going to be able to do it. Disrupt, win round number 9.
Yeah, I think they need to do a lot better on their droning there. 3 players died to just running in and not having the information. Their information was very scarce that game. And then, of course, Astraea team killing her Thatcher.
For a sec, I thought you were memeing. But then I realized, they could have used their drones a little bit better. Because in my eyes, as the noob player, the obvious problem there was the team kill. But yeah, definitely at the beginning of the round, the two members ended up rushing there into the building itself with just guns blazing.
Yeah. I think they needed to like step back a little bit, take a breath, and all right, someone drone me in here, we'll push here, and then if they get the pick, that's fine. If not, then they have that control of the map.
Capital also going to be picked up here for JC. A little bit more of a different operator for himself, I believe. It was one member on Disrupt. I believe it was Dope.
Yes.
Ended up playing a lot of Capital, but now we get to see how it's actually played over on Slaughterhouse.
Yeah. I like the way Dope was playing it. She used the utility very well, taking out the guy on blue to flame him off and getting him to move into free fire angles. I like to see where Jay is going to do, if he's going to do the same thing or if he's going to use it more as further plants, cut off the rotates, flame them off so they can't rotate through. He can be used in very, very different kind of ways.
Yeah,
I would say.
Definitely a lot of possibilities.
Yes.
Right? You can either use the smokes to your advantage and distract your enemy, or you could use fire. It's kind of like how I like to play. Exactly.
Cook 'em.
Exactly,
Cook
right?
'em alive.
One is like a very like big brain strat. The other one is like I'm just gonna put down some fire.
Yeah.
You know? It happens from time to time. We'll see what exactly Jay ends up doing with this operator, Capital, as we head into, again, a match point scenario. But as I said in that last round, Disrupt have the possibility of coming back if needed. But the K charges are going to be going down onto all of these different angles, as now I believe she ends up actually hearing Wolfie on the outside of this structure, and also the drone going to also spot her up.
She has to be careful here because she can get her feet.
Toes.
Yeah, the little toesies.
Give me them toes.
Yeah, let's see them toes. Good play by the Thatcher, though, to push that player off and get the bandit, or the K-charge off.
Time to make a new door.
Yeah.
I know that. That's the Thermite. That's the only operator I honestly play. I'm gonna be honest.
He's a good operator.
Exactly.
I wonder to see. I'd like to see if they're gonna try to impact Trick or C4. No, they will not. Not before Nova takes out Dope Girl, the Maestro.
Yeah. Gonna be going through here onto the staircase as well. Nova trying to take a brand new angle for himself. Gonna be looking at all of these different angles. You also see JC taking the drone over to wherever he needs to. The Buck as well. The skeleton key is definitely available for himself if he wants to use it just to break open and maybe get any sort of fix.
Yeah, he wants more to cut off some utility, not before his toes get shut off himself. And Wolfie taking out C Millionaire in sight, it looks like.
Yep.
And before taking site control. Plant starting to go down by the Thermite, making it a 5v2 situation. Nova 2v1. Well, I guess the players are just dead.
It's okay. It's
Trying
okay.
to call it out, but they just killed him too quickly.
Exactly. Sometimes it happens just a little bit too much where all of these squads take over their opponents. And you definitely saw it there. Slaughterhouse definitely, absolutely ends up popping off. But now we get to see a little bit of a play of the game because Wolfie ended up popping off there in one of these plays, the UPL play of the game. You get to see his little series here in round number 7. Absolutely ended up popping off. Ended up grabbing that one kill initially onto the Cade, grabbed the double kill onto Dope Girl, and then finally to finish off the round, ended up getting that last one. Definitely really good to close out this round as well as the game itself. What'd you think of that one? That was insane.
That was a really good 3-piece by Wolfie there. It kind of gave them the push they needed, like the momentum they needed to really spiral and take control of the game. Winning that, going up 5-2 lead, Then, of course, throw in the 1 round with some droning and team killing issues.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny. But, Thatcher, do what you're told.
Exactly.
But I think overall that was a really good game from both sides. They both got stuff to work on. Disrupt, I think you need a little bit more information. Even when you had the information, you didn't have the holes to really act on it. You didn't have any C4 holes available.
Yeah. There were so many different strats that came out there that we ended up seeing. It was all so incredibly nice. It was also definitely very different having an analyst on the desk, so I just want to say thank you for joining me, because that was just such a blessing that we could have this opportunity, for sure.
I'm excited. I like having a play-by-play. I'm not too good at it. I trip over my words a lot, and then, they just all kill each other by the time I'm finished the 1 kill.
I've got to give you that opportunity to test out your skills every once in a while.
I appreciate it.
We tried it there. But you know what? I can't analyze for the life of me. So you've got that covered. Also, over here at the broadcasting desk, we have been your Saints Gaming broadcast over here at St. Clair College. But we're over here broadcasting UPL action. It's definitely very, very fun. My name, Daniel the Safe One Mena. Joining me, JM Beast. Thank you so much for joining me over here. But from over here, we'll see you guys next week for some more UPL action.